I'm going for nothing too hard. We're gonna structure out this. Then she like the soft feel, so we're definitely gonna keep them plain kind of soft. I'm gonna use this medium tone to kind of help them stand out. We're gonna make sure this background fully saturated back there. Just so the flames in the front can stand out. And mind, it's not black, it's medium tone. And around the edges, I'm taking that medium tone and kind of as if I'm making a line. But the center of it gonna be way more softer. We're going in with the medium tone again. Like I said, we ain't doing lines, so of course we're gonna cross over with a Hello Kitty foot with the medium tone. We're gonna softly also brush up against that on leg, even though that's gonna be an outline. You're gonna actually outline Hello Kitty. Help them stand out. But then again, she said she likes soft, so you wanna go all the way soft or you want you like soft, right? Straighten the black and you're gonna see how it's gonna help it stand out. So mind this black next to a light tone. It's like I'm lining it, but I'm using a shader. And I'm not trying to make it no hard line. Just soft enough to make it stand out. Same with this little bit of the shirt. So when it heal up, that shape right there, you're gonna definitely see that over that medium tone, like the medium tone fire in the background. All right, go back to our into the 11 curve mag. I always recommend build up your tone. So start out with your light. You can even just put where your shadows will land at. It's the start of it. Because we have a shadow on this side of our heart. Then on the back of this leg. So real soft on the back of the leg. We're going into the 7 round line, but we're not lining. We're about to basically just sharpen it up. Make sure those edges sharp. That mag ain't gonna have our edges because that sharp, this small. A lot more simple when you do the dark next to light. First light on this side, so you're gonna add our shade. We ain't gotta be dark because you know Hello Kitty is not dark, it's light tone. Versus we shaded all the way on that side. So we ain't gotta go and touch that. We could bring our Hello Kitty head over. We're gonna still keep it soft though. The fact that we got that black right there. Brush across. Softly brushing that across. Like I said, Hello Kitty gonna be soft and fluffy. Soft and fluffy. We're keeping the eyes soft by using this mag. Actually do the eyelids, you could definitely just go down to that medium. I got dipped into the rinse cap. And down to the medium. Make sure it ain't all black. Punch out that little eyelid up there. And rinse out the medium tone, go back light. If I rinse out full rinse. And boom. It's like a little eyelid. Real soft. Brushing it on there. And here, that's gonna be super soft. Let them eyes popping out. All right, let's go on the inside for that pupil with our 7-round liner. Use that medium tone and kind of shade in some of that iris right there. Give it a little detail. Okay. Appreciate it, appreciate it. We still gotta hit some of that blush on that cheek, so you know that's real soft. About this being the main one. The main one blush gonna probably be a little bit darker than the top one. The top one is like the nice one. So we're gonna start it off. We started off with the medium tone, same as around the eye. And then we're gonna softly come in. Softly come down to that light tone. And really the way I'm saying it is kind of opposite. So let's go in with the light tone, since I just badly put light tone there. I believe the middle of the blush should be like the darkest part. So we're gonna work our way up. That's where it be the most rated in the center of the cheek. We'll work our way up using our light tone, then we're gonna come back with that medium tone. That should give us a softer look. And not too hard. Come back with our medium tone. Medium. Brush up on the cheek. Okay. Up on that cheek a little bit. Should be good right there. All right, this the 11 curve. We make that shadow stretch a little more around the face. And you will be using a lot of that pendulum motion, as you see. Softly building up. Remember, we still at 6 volts, not changing it. Want all our stuff to be consistent, same hand speeds, all that. And if needed, you can come the other way, which is called like crossheads, which is still doing the pendulum motion. Off from another direction to make sure it's all saturated. Vision. Pretty much making a decision where I'm gonna put black behind it or leave Hello Kitty face, that light right there. Which it only makes sense for to put the black behind it and strike a shade to the edge of the face with Hello Kitty. But remember, that edge of that face is still gonna be dark. But our structure of the black, we just gonna have the background shade just standing out from it. So it's clearly separated. And we're gonna definitely come back over this with our medium tone. And now we back with it. 7 curve, structure out this side of the face. But this time we're not gonna leave that gap. We're not using the black, but we're gonna slowly brush across to connect with that light tone. Even though we got black, we could slowly brush across to create that light to medium tone. It's all about the know how hard you're hitting the skin. The needle's gonna do the work. On that solid edge, making sure it's super saturated on that edge. And that's how we know for sure that Hello Kitty gonna pop out without putting a solid outline. We put a solid black shade. Let's keep brushing up the side of the face. And that's why we left that space on that side. Let's make sure that that face gonna stand out. I'm not gonna put that shade right next to that shade. Nope. We're gonna leave that gap, that highlight gap on that side of the face. And also make it look more dramatic. Onto the light tone, start brushing on the shirt. Go with the curve of the body. On the tattoo, I know your back might touch this long.
Yes.
It's on
It's on top.
And for that white, we're going all the way down, 5 volts, low as the machine go. And then the small dabs in there. Right here, I want it to be soft, so I'm gonna go back and forth like a pendulum motion. On the inside, dots for the spots I want to be hard. Yeah, more pendulum motion. Yeah, dots. And that to be harder for sure. And the next spot we putting white, of course, is in the bowl. Spots on that corner. Let's soften it out. Spots in his inside. Spots up there. Mm. Mm-mm. Nice. Pendulum them across. Put some dot right there in the center. I'm gonna put this little soap on it before you leave. What's up, y'all? I think we turned out real good, smooth shading. We got our colors packed in there, but not too much. We ain't got no areas that's overworked. She already had a 2000 that blend in perfect. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down in the comments below.